That mid-session interval couldn't come too soon for Stuart Bingham, who's had a chance to regroup. He's had a chance to have some mid-session refreshments and reflect on what's gone wrong so far. As we welcome our British viewers back to Alexandra Palace. Apologies for joining us a little late, but you've missed nothing at all. No balls down since the mid-session break. John Higgins having taken that 3-1 lead before the players went off to reflect on what was an up-and-down opening session, particularly for Stuart Bingham, who won frame 2 on a respotted black, but was otherwise well below par. Higgins, after a slightly shaky opening, has got better as the match has worn on. That break of 94 to take a 3-1 interval lead.
Yeah, Stuart Bingham, as Phil was saying, really has to up his game. Higgins starting to feel his game, going from strength to strength. Caught that one just a little thick, and it's shots like that that Stuart Bingham really has to try and take advantage of. This is a difficult pot to the left corner, but well within his capabilities. Just not happening at the moment for Stuart Bingham. And finding the perfect line and speed with the cue ball. Well, that was a pretty good reply from where he was. And a kiss on the yellow takes the cue ball close to the cushion.
And Bingham will no doubt take some heart from the way in which Mark Davis was able to battle back from an even more precarious position this afternoon, trailing as he did 4-0 at one stage against Mark Selby, then fell 3 down with 4 to play before battling back to force a final frame decider, which went the way of Selby. But plenty of time for Bingham to put things right if he can rediscover a bit of form.
Cut off the left side of the reds. I don't think he can hit enough of the right side to take the cue ball back to baulk. Behind the black, and couldn't have played it any better. Great escape from John Higgins. Could find himself back there, but that was an excellent escape.
Acknowledged by the man in your picture with a tap on the table.
Yes, that was always a big ball, that pink. But I don't think he's done any damage.
What Stuart Bingham urgently needs right now is a few easy balls to get his cue action going and get a bit of confidence, a feel for the pace of the table. Yet to make a half century in the match. Has lacked any kind of rhythm to this point.
Well, he's looking at the three reds there. Hitting the first one by the black onto the two closest together and hoping that that one will go in off the other red. Well, this would be a good shot if it came off. Oh, look at that. What a great pot. And well spotted.
Could that signal a change in Stuart Bingham's fortunes?
Well, that wasn't easy, the yellow, but he's nicely on this red. And the black is free.
3.
Now, ideally, he'd like to get onto that red just to the left of the black spot. The easiest red to play for is the one on the side cushion there. The black doesn't go now, so has to try and get the right side of the black. I'll play up for the blue, and he's under hit it.
12.
Played to catch the reds, but that's finished out okay.
17.
Very fortunate. It's still a tough shot, this.
Sorry.
No, hit the cushion much too close.
17.
Just give it too much to do. He was never happy with taking the shot on. Just doesn't seem to have any confidence at the moment. Stuart Bingham.
1.
John Higgins will be anxious to keep Bingham down. He'll be
8.
acutely aware that his opponent is struggling with his game right now. He's never lacked for a killer instinct, Higgins.
9.
And he's got the right side of the blue, so you'd expect him to open these reds here. And if this goes right... Well, that's so unfortunate.
14.
He's not on anything.
Scarcely seemed possible that Higgins couldn't land on a red there, having hit the cluster as well as he did.
It's so unfortunate.
From
Could
Higgins,
so easily
14.
have been 4-1 up there, and things worked out. As it is, he's played a good safety. Well, if it's resting on it, he's got the snooker. And that was a pretty good shot from Stuart Bingham. And this time, not quite so simple. Landing up to the red behind the black. Could leave reds on. That's the plan. And not a bad execution. Great shot. There isn't much he doesn't know about the game, John Higgins. Some people think he's the all-round player. I wouldn't disagree with that. Caught it a little thick. Doesn't want the kiss on the yellow, but he's got it. He's left the red on. And these are the ones that Stuart Bingham's been missing. He's got to get this one. Good pot. Well, pretty sure he expected to cannon something, but it's finished up okay. He's on the pink. Has to play this with a lot of left-hand side to avoid the baulk colours. Didn't get enough side on it.
Seven.
In fact, I'm not sure if he played it with any side. Well, that was an unfortunate kiss. He hadn't left anything easy for John Higgins. But again, you expected him to pot that.
So Bingham's lead just 10 points, but Higgins with another chance here to inflict some pain on the man from Basel and Essex.
And the pot success there at 75% for Stuart Bingham. It's just not good enough at the moment.
6.
He'll be disappointed to this point that he hasn't brought anything approaching his A game.
Seven.
And equally, John Higgins, who, as we've mentioned, has struggled for his best form in the last few months.
13.
Such a good player that it would only take one good result, you feel, to turn things around for him.
Yeah, still lots of tournaments to go this season. Started off very well.
One in Antwerp, the first European Tour event of the current campaign. Runner-up in the Wuxi Classic in China to Neil Robertson. It's been a lot tougher since then, but signs here that his game is still very much intact. Sport at the elite level is so much to do with the mental side of things, and perhaps more so in snooker than most.
$27.
So 17 points in front. He won't be too bothered about the black going on to the brown spot. If he plays for it, that is.
28.
Got a nice angle to disturb these two reds, which would free the black spot. But more interested in developing a red. Nicely played.
Just going to double check.
And even if the black goes on its spot, can't stop the red from going in.
You heard Jan Verhaas, our referee, say to John Higgins, I'll just double check to see if the black does sit squarely on its spot. Delicate hand required.
35.
Because the red's to the left of the black spot, he was always safe.
36.
In fact, it was a bonus, black spotting.
Great chance now then for Higgins to move 3 frames clear of Bingham. Quick look at the scoreboard, 33 in front. When this red disappears, there'll only be 43 left with the black to follow.
44.
That man has a lot to do. You see, one more red will suffice
51.
for the wizard.
Yes, and he's left himself a little awkward. Wanted to be straight on that red that's out in the open there. But in it goes.
52.
The crowd know that was the key ball for the 2-time Masters champion. Ten times a loser in the opening round. Here's John Higgins.
57.
A surprising stat for a player of his class, but it's going to take something pretty special from Stuart Bingham to turn this one around. Really struggled with his game this evening. Higgins, on the other hand, getting stronger with every passing frame. This is third half century of the match. He made a 94 to lead 3-1.
65.
Snookered himself on the yellow. It's academic though.
Stuart Bingham 4.
The break of 65, more than enough for John Higgins to extend his lead over Stuart Bingham to 4 frames to 1, which means Higgins requires just 2 more for a place in the Masters quarterfinals and a showdown with the defending champion Mark Selby, conqueror of Mark Davis earlier on today by 6 frames to 5. We'll have the next frame.